G'day guys, Tony TV here, and welcome to the first episode of my new Full Manager 26 journeyman career mode, from no name to the name, replacing the old one because, as those who have been paying attention to my story know, that I had some very major computer issues, and as a result I actually lost the save that I had. So we are here today. We're going to be creating the new manager. So I'm going to create this new manager together with you guys. We're going to, so let's go with, oh, that looks good. That's a preset. No, let's not use a preset. No, let's change things up. All right, hang on. Skin tone will go, yeah, that looks good. 511. 177. Let's go my proper height. All right. What hairstyle do we want to go with? That one. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do that. We're going to go with a beard. Um, like that. All right, now let's look at our attire. Um, I like this. This looks good, but let's look at the color. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that, nice and sharp. All right. Uh, give him a watch. Although we can't see it, we're gonna put a watch on him. Go with a gold one. On the right, we'll put a bracelet. We'll put a ring on the left index finger. That looks good. I'm happy with that. All right, our biography. Tony TV. What birthday we going to give him? Let's go with. Let's go May. Go 20th of May. And we'll go 92. Let's go with 90. Nah. 1990. Nah. That'll make him about 1988. 20th of May, 1988. Let's go with that. There we go. Place of birth. Here we go. Australia. Sydney. Second nationality. Greek. Third nationality, we're going to go English. And this is only so that we can make it easier for selecting countries that we're going to be managing in, hopefully. So, speak English, Greek, and I know a little bit of French and a little bit of Arabic, so let's do that. All right. Didn't play above amateur level. This is going to be a full, like, journeyman. I did referee a bit back in the day. Amateur, recognised locally. Let's do that. All right. Coaching badges, because it's going to be hard enough to be able to. We're going to do proper journeyman. No coaching badges. All right. Let's see. Entertaining football. I like that. I like to develop young players. Attacking and exciting football. That sounds like me. We're going to go resilient personality. And inspirational or accomplished? Maybe driven. No, I'm actually going to leave it just with resilient. Oh, hang on a sec. And I did this wrong. Nationality Australian. Second nationality Greek. I noticed that when I was at that end screen that I'd done this wrong. There we go. Nothing's going to change from all of these. Resilient. Yeah, I like that. All right, so my character's going to be 37 years old. He's good with working with youngsters, adaptability, and people management. Obscure reputation because of the fact that I've got no coaching badges. So that's the new manager. Cool. Let's start a new career. So I'm going to set up this database and I'll be back with you shortly. All right. So what we're going to do now, we've got every league in the game loaded up. Every single one. I'm going to start unemployed. This is going to be a pure journeyman career mode. All right, there we go. 37-year-old 1030 TV's a manager on the lookout for his next job, where he's expected to bring an attacking mindset to interested teams that will inspire the fans, along with the entertaining style of play, a preference for developing young talent to realise their potential. Recognised for his resilience, he will intrigue many within the game, and insiders are confident that his traits are well suited to building the sort of culture expected. Without a playing career of note to fall back on, he spent time working as a match official in local football, but is now seeking an opportunity to further his career. All right, so first, let's have a look at the managerial vacancies. There's 91 jobs available. Well, let's save the game first. The game has been saved. Let's just quickly do this tutorial. There we go. All right, as I was saying, let's look at the available jobs. Look at the available ones. Now, we're going to have to try and get a job in the lower league somewhere. We've got the Serie CR. We're going to apply for jobs wherever we can. The Finnish First Division. Try that. The Portuguese Championship C. We're going to try and get a job wherever we can. Portuguese Championship B. The Latvian League. And notice I'm going for clubs that have got lower club ratings, because the reality is we're not going to get a job in a higher league. That was in the Ukrainian League. The Welsh League. The Ukrainian League. Now this team here in the Swedish Second Division SS. Wow. I want to check something here. About. So it gets promoted to the First Division. Okay, yeah, no, this is a team that is predicted to come low, I'm assuming. Syriansky, Eskilstuna. Oh, these guys have got no reputation at all. Like, this is going to be an interesting one here. Expect to come last. Like, that's going to be a challenge. So you know what? That's fine. We'll still apply. We're going to take whatever we can. The Northern Irish Premier League. Again in the Swedish lower leagues. That'll be an interesting one. Northern Ireland again. Swedish First Division. This is the women, I'm assuming. No, it's not. Hartlepool have got, okay. Spanish second division. And that's it. All right. We've applied for all the jobs that I believe are attainable. Okay, surprising there's no National League North and National League South teams with availabilities. We'll see if any come up. So what I'm going to do, you can see here we've applied to a number of jobs. The job applications have been received. So I'm going to play through and we'll come back when there's some interviews to do. All right, and we're back. And we have a few interviews, including with that one team that I said is going to be a very tough ask. It's going to probably be the toughest ask of all of them, of all the jobs. We've got interviews at some pretty interesting places. Now, Hartlepool have said, no, not happening. Port Stewart in Northern Ireland have asked us for an interview. Gresford Athletic in Wales have offered us an interview. Sinfairs, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I have pronounced it correctly. But they have offered us an interview in the Portuguese lower leagues. Metalur ZP from the Ukrainian First League. Believe it or not, the Ukrainian First League, which is only one league below the Ukrainian Premier League. So that's a pretty decent league. They have offered us a job interview, as have Syrianska Eskilstuna IF in the Swedish Second Division SS, and the job at AFC Malmo was unsuccessful. So we are going to go through one of these interviews. Welcome, Tentani. We're glad you've come along to discuss our plans for the club's vision. We decided to hire you. Glad to be here. After a few jobs, are you hedging your bets? I'm just trying to forge ahead with my career any means necessary. We don't want a repeat of our last manager we had to part ways with earlier than expected. Are you going to be around for a while? Well, I'm going to give the diplomatic answer. My intention is to commit to a long and successful career with this club. This is a journeyman. We'll see what happens. We're going to agree to their targets. Wage budget. Look, I'll work within the proposed wage budget, and I'm not going to ask for anything extra. That's how the interview is going to go. And the reality is, I'm going to have the same responses for all the others. So I'm going to go through and do all these interviews. And I'm going to see what comes back. We'll come back. I'm going to pause it while I do this, and then we are going to come back when I hopefully have some job options lined up, not just interviews. So we'll see what happens. All right. I will be back shortly. All right. We'll come back sooner because I'm in the middle of this interview with that Syrianska Eskilstuna IF, which is that team that really struggling one. And I've gotten a really interesting question. It says, We would like to know when you intend to establish yourself as the club's manager. Are you able to take charge now, or do you need more time to join the club? Now, I'm going to see they are partway through their league. That is why they're asking. So they are really struggling in a relegation battle, although they're only 3 wins out of getting out of it. So it's not, it's going to be a hard task. It's going to be a hard task. I'm going to say I'm going to be ready as soon as you need me. And we'll see what happens. So we have a couple of jobs that we've done interviews for, and we'll see what happens. I'll be back if we have any job offers. Just a quick update. We've had some more job interviews, which I'm going to go and attend, and we'll come back if there's any job offers. All right, so we're back and we've got 2 job offers already. Now, one of the job offers to me looks a little bit more enticing than the other, but we're going to have a quick look. So the first job offer comes from Northern Ireland, from Port Stewart. Now, Port Stewart, fairly young squad, average age of 26. Don't know much about the players. So something's that I'm going to have to learn, but lacking a little bit in the central midfield area, which is something we're going to have to look into. However, they're only offering a wage budget of £725 per week. So I don't know if that's going to be the job that we're going to go for. They are expecting a top half finish in the league, reach the Irish Cup proper, latter stages of the Intermediate Cup, latter stages of the Northwest Senior Cup, and become competitive in the League Cup. Grow the club's reputation, work within the wage budget. I think it's going to be a tough ask. They currently ply their trade in the Premier Intermediate, which from there you can be promoted to the Championship, which from there you can be promoted to the Premiership. So it's 2 step ups to the top league. I think it's going to be it could be an interesting prospect. But this one here, Gresford Athletic in Wales, in the JD Cymru North, they are predicted to come 7th, as opposed to, I think it was 4th that the other teams predicted to come in their league. But from here, it is 1 step below the Premier, the top league in the country, meaning 1 step below, 1 league below being able to contend for European spots, even though we wouldn't go very far, or maybe we would, who knows. But I think that could be a little bit more of an interesting prospect. Now, I'm going to take the contract negotiation to see what they're going to offer. They're only offering 12 months. I want 200. They went to 170. All right, they're offering 180 per week. I'm going to delay it for 1 week. Okay, here we go. These guys are offering a lot more. And I can go for 2 years. Hopefully. Oh, they only want to offer. Oh, they've accepted my 650. Okay, all right. I've asked a delay for a week, but I'll be honest. That's the job at the moment that I am more interested in taking. So we're going to see. They've agreed to delay. Okay, that's good. In the meantime, that's that job that I said is going to be really, really tough. I'm actually leaning towards I might start my career, my journeyman career, out in Wales at this stage. It is the job um, that's really sort of jumping out at me at the moment. SC into two in the first division of Finland football, two below the top. They've also offered me a contract. They're right down the bottom of the league. How many games to go? No, no. This one is not interesting me. I'm not interested. I'm, I'll be honest, I'm really thinking I'm going to be heading to the Colliers. I think I'm going to be heading to Wales. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. But I just, we're just going to have to wait and see. We are going to have to wait and see. So we've delayed it for 1 week, for 7 days, and that is from the 18th, the 16th. So meaning on the 23rd, if it rolls back around to there and I haven't found another job that I think would be better to take, I am going to be pretty confident. Well, let's have a look here. We've got a couple more job offers. We've got a job offer here from Bergnäsets AIK in the second division, Norrland North in Sweden. The top of that Group A. I don't know. No, that one's not interesting me. No, reject that. This one could potentially be a decent one to look into. Armagh City in Northern Ireland. They've still got quite a few matches left to play because they've only played one friendly, so they've got a whole season to play, although it's a very short season. And it's promotion to the Premiership should they win. And let's have a look. What are they predicted to come? That's the other thing. Mid-table, just been promoted. And then there's, this one's got a nice wage budget to it. This has got a nice wage budget to it. Leader in Spain in the second division. Okay. Predicted to come mid-table. I would, if I took this job, I'd be playing against teams like Villarreal and Valencia, which, holy fuck, honest. Ooh. Could be an interesting. Oh. The thing is, that's starting quite high up already. Expect to reach the playoffs. Okay. I'm surprised. A 1 year contract of £140 per week. Did I actually apply for this job? Wait a second. Wait a second. I did. I applied for that job. I don't remember applying for that job. All right, I'll be honest. I'm not keen to take that one on. This one looks like an interesting prospect. The only problem is they're not offering a lot of money. I don't know that it's worth my while going to Spain just for that amount of money. And to be honest, oh, what's the women? Hang on, that's the women. Oh, I could be in women's football. Oh, they don't. Okay, well, that answers it. I can't. Okay, yeah, no, that answers it. I didn't realize that was women's football. My mistake. That could have been an interesting prospect too, actually. Actually, that would have been. Oh, that would have been a good opportunity. Well, at this stage, it looks like. At this stage, it looks like we might be taking on that Gresford job. So, um, I'll pause it there, and we'll come back when I've decided. All right. So, here's the go. We've gotten back around to the 23rd. No more job offers, and to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with myself. I didn't take the job offer from Leda um, as seriously as I should have. I actually think that might have been a really fun start to this journeyman career. However, things weren't meant to go that way, and I'm still going to go for this Gresford Athletic job, which to me looks like an interesting job. It looks like um, an interesting prospect in terms of what I could do with it. You know, they want a top half finish, be competitive in the Welsh Cup, be competitive in the Nathaniel MG Cup, and reach the latter stages of the Tier 2 League Cup. I think this could be a fun save, a fun um, um, start to our journeyman career. Now, if you remember, I wanted. So they're happy to give us the 650, but only for the 11 months. And you know what? We are going to take it. We are moving to Wales for the first step of our journeyman career. So the owner, Ron Hennessy, finalised the deal with me. He's happy that the discussions were conducted in a reasonably quick fashion, and they'll complete the paperwork and finalise the deal in the near future. And we are taking over at Gresford Athletic in Wales. Here it is. Great to have you here. Here's the people in. Okay, so it's been done. It's finalised. We are the managers of Gresford Athletic. We have a long season ahead of us. First round of the MG Cup did not go well for the club. They are out of that cup already. We start our career with a match in 3 days in the league. So we've got a big task ahead of us to try and start this season off. So, wow, not a lot of matches to play. There's very few matches in December, very few in February. Season will end in April. We've got to hope for a good start. Okay. Looks like we've got a fairly young squad from what I understand. We're going to have to look through the players to see what we've got in each position, see what's going to need some improving. We've got a lot of players that are listed for loan, so we're going to have to look through those to determine whether we want to keep them at the club or not. We'll have a look through the under-19, see if there's anyone there that's worth bringing up. So we've got a lot to look into at the moment. I'm going to have to do a lot of that off camera before we get to the first match. I'm going to have a lot of work to do. And when we come back for the next episode, which is going to be for that first match against Gillsfield, we'll go through all of that then. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell so you know when more videos are being uploaded. And we'll see you all in the next episode. And Tony TV signing out.